Okay, everyone, welcome to the annual Manitou Days Parade here in beautiful downtown White Bear Lake, and truly it is beautiful this year. We've done it for many decades, and this is going to be one of the best. My name is J.P. Baroni.
And I am Frank Watson. And we're about to get started here. Of course, the parade usually occurs on the first Friday right after the first Market Fest, so when the first Market Fest is happening, mark down that Friday for the parade, because that's when we have it. And here comes our first event is the American Legion. The White Bear Lake American Legion Post 168 Color Guard. Please stand for the colors of the 1st Minnesota Infantry Reenactors Unit.
Thank you very much to them. And they're immediately now followed by the Keep Zimmer VFW, Post 1782. And we have the post commander and the VFW auxiliary president there in that beautiful red Mustang convertible coming through with their flag. Welcome them both here.
And riding on the fire truck is our White Bear Lake City Council, headed by Mayor Dan Lewis-Met. I can see Dan Jones. No, Dan Jones. Where's Dan at?
Well, Dan retired. We got Andrea West.
Andrea West.
We've got Bill Walsh. We've got
Kevin
Edberg. We have Heidi. We have Heidi Hughes. And boy, if I miss. Oh, and Steve Engstrom's there too. That's all 5. Yeah, you got to keep up with times. You know, people do eventually retire from that.
Well, I saw Dan Jones last night at the Historical Society booth, and he's such a visible presence in the White Bear community. I thought he was still in the city council.
Actually, it's interesting, 16 years on the city council, and now he's doing education directing for the Historical Society. He spent 16 years making White Bear Lake history. Now he's teaching 150 years of White Bear Lake history.
Yeah, no doubt. And, if you haven't been down to White Bear lately, the Historical Society and the Armory is on 4th Street, and they've done a lot of renovations. Got to come down and check that out.
Yeah, I mean, the building has history, but it is now containing history that goes back even before that building, which is right after World War I. So tell us a little about these fire trucks we have here. There's a La France. They always have the La France, the classic fire truck company in here somewhere.
Right, and if you really want to get a close-up look, especially of the ladder truck here, come down on Market Fest on Thursday nights, 4th and Washington. They have the ladder all the way extended. It's $10 if you want to ride up to the top. No, I'm just kidding. You can't ride to the top, but every once in a while they have Paul Doss from the White Bear Press. He'll go up there and take a couple pictures.
Yeah, it is a great thing. My grandkids loved the idea of the fire trucks at Market Fest. And Frank, thanks for bringing it up, because of course last night was the first Market Fest, but it goes 7 Thursdays. So all the way through the final Thursday in July, every Thursday night, 6 to 9, come to downtown White Bear Lake. It is an amazing community festival. Now we've moved beyond White Bear Lake, because remember, the fire department's all because they support each other in time of emergency. They support each other during the parades. So we had the White Bear Lake, but we've got Vadnais Heights, and we've got Matamidi, and we've got Hugo, because they truly are, always a team backing up. My only concern is if we had a major fire during the middle of the parade, there would suddenly be a little disruption as they pulled out of here.
It might be a little exciting with all the sirens going off all at once.
I believe I was at a Market Fest once where the truck did suddenly have to leave in the middle because, duty before desire, as I would tell my grandkids.
And this is the 35th year of Market Fest. We have a new Market Fest director, Laura Lewis. She did an outstanding job last night, and we're looking forward to working with her.
And now, here, look at this World War II Jeep. We have our Grand Marshal, the icon, Edwin Bud Nakasone, or Mr. Nakasone to 50 years of students who still admire him. Bud Nakasone is the son of Japanese immigrants. When he was 14 years old, he witnessed the bombing of Pearl Harbor from his backyard, At 18, he was drafted, went to the U.S. Army, stationed in Fort Snelling to do Japanese languages, stayed in Minnesota after he had served in Japan, and spent 50 years teaching in high school and tech college. And now then he went on to Navy ships to teach people history who were young sailors. He is the personification of American history. Honor Mr. Nakasone.
All right, that music you hear is from the White Bear Lake Prep Band and Drumline, who performed at Market Fest last night. The group is an additional group of comprised of musicians in grades 9 to 12. You'll see them at football, basketball, and hockey programs during the school year. Go Bears! Let's listen.
Let's sit back and listen. Now we have Ellie Trainer, the button winner for this year, the 5th grader from Matoska International, won the annual button design contest, a true testament to the 2025 Manitou Days theme of Bears making history. She's already making history in 5th grade, and her button depicted water skiing, cup and cone, graduation and diplomas, and truly making history. Congratulations to Ellie on prize-winning design. Let's give a thanks to Scott Bonin there, State Farm Insurance. He has sponsored the button design contest. We do make history. We've had 4-star generals and astronauts out of Go Bears.
And being driven by Dick Mobley, that's French, you know, is the Volunteer of the Year, Joy Erickson. Joy is a local realtor with Edina Realty. She looks familiar to you because she's everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, everywhere. She does volunteering. She volunteers at the Manitou Days Grand Sale, the community at Grace Lutheran Church. She volunteers for the Historical Society, Manitou Days Planning Committee, and she will be the new chair in 2027 and 28. Thank you, Joy, for all what you do to make.
And now more history with the White Bear Lake Historical Society float with a replica of Jerry Speece Yankee Girl. That 10-foot boat is a replica that size, built here in White Bear Lake, solo crossing of the Atlantic in 1979, solo crossing of the Pacific in 1981. It'll be at the boat show tomorrow for up close, and it'll be later at the Armory as part of their thing, along with other events this summer.
And behind them is the White Bear Lake Area School Running Contest winners. It's at the forefront of the educational excellence, honoring our legacy of and courageously building the future. The district serves all or parts of Birchwood, Gem Lake, Hugo, Leno Lakes, Little Canada, Maplewood, North Oaks, Vadnais Heights, White Bear Lake, and White Bear Lake Township, with total population approximately 63,000 residents. And they also serve 9,000 students from pre-K to 12 and offer adult basic education, community education classes, recreation offerings, and senior programs.
And
Go Bears once again.
And right after that, of course, there is Snoopy with Gerlach French Roofing Company. Since 1932, they've been making history here. Solid reputation, problem solving. Family-owned company for 90 years. They can turn your roof into an art form. Their employees are among the best in the roofing industry. They not only work for you, but they work with you on your roofing needs. Thank you, Gerlach French, for being part of this high-quality solutions.
You know, as a meteorologist, I get a lot of calls from roofing companies.
Oh, yeah.
When hail happens.
Yeah. You want the local. You want the local company, yes.
And who can forget the Lions Club? It is fabulous that the White Bear Lake Lions, who for 80 years have been raising money for the community of White Bear Lake. The Lions know how to have fun and want to entertain you once again with the annual Lions Play coming to you in March of 2026.
Oh, yes. They put on quite a show there to raise money for great causes. And right after the Lions here, we have Apple Auto. Now, Apple Ford of White Bear Lake, it's now proud to be part of the community. It was formerly Auto Nation, and a few of us go back to when it was Towsley Ford with Herb Towsley. But Apple has come into the community, are a major part of our community, exceptional service, and they're supporting their neighbors. They're doing partnerships and community initiatives, and they want to drive positive impact. I will get the joke. They want to be celebrating with you here. They're more than a place to do business. They are part of our home, and my daughter-in-law just bought her beautiful hybrid Explorer there and had a wonderful experience at our new neighbor here, Apple Autos.
JP, I could go back to when it was Summit Farms.
Oh, my Lord, you go back further than I do
Well,
here.
I remember my parents used to go there and we'd buy milk. So,
I see, yeah. The location, yeah.
And, who likes great teeth? Well, I do. The Manitou Family Dental is proud to welcome Dr. Brad Hagan to our team. He joins our excellent team of dentists, assistants, dental hygienists, and provide quality dental care to the wonderful people of Manitou, White Bear, and surrounding communities. We are now accepting new patients. That's Manitou Dental.
All righty, thank you much. Another great local business. But next, what we have here is the Greater White Bear Lake Community Foundation. It's been 10 years since that foundation was formed for area residents' business to give back to the community. They're valued partner with community giving. The Greater White Bear Lake Community Foundation provides grants to improve the quality of life of people in our community. They empower philanthropy to enrich the lives of all the communities surrounding the beautiful lake of White Bear Lake. Thank you to our volunteers who will serve us.
Yeah, some of the notables up there, Bill Fassard, Hyde Ford.
Oh, yeah.
Mark Sather, former city manager.
People who've given a lot to the community, and they now take the time to help all of us work with them to give to other people who we don't know so well but need to be part of our community.
And up behind them is the White Bear Dance Center. White Bear Dance Center is a recreational and competitive dance studio offering classes in tap, jazz, ballet, point, music theater, lyrical contemporary, hip-hop, and acro from ages 18 months to adult. There is something for everyone. Their multi-level competitive companies have received high achievements in technique, costuming, choreography, performance both regionally and nationally, currently registering for summer programs and camps, as well as their 2025, 2026 fall spring program. Visit them at whitebeardancecenter.com. They can't wait to dance with you.
And look how many there are. This is quite the program they have. So they're a big organization. And all those dances you described, I haven't heard of half of them, but they seem to know all of them.
And if you want to check them out at Market Fest, check out the Market Fest page and webpage and see when they're performing and come on down and get a really good close-up look at them.
Well, that is great. Look at the dance center. They are going on and on.
Yep, and they're located on Bel Air and County Road F.
I think that's my memory, yes.
Yeah.
Of course, things move sometimes on me and I don't notice.
Yeah, not too far from our studio.
Okay, but we are now going on, because you move with dance, you also move with White Bear Lake Wrestling. So all this physical activity for people who are staying in much better shape than I've ever been in. The wrestling program, they're looking for more youth and high schoolers to join the program. Look at these fun people you can join with. Once you have wrestled, everything else is easy. So come on, and if you want to sign up, I'm sure you can contact them or wrestle one of these people to the ground and they'll give you the information. If you can wrestle them to the ground.
And this isn't the kind of wrestling we see on TV, is it, JP?
No, this is actually athletics where there's certain pressure points and you need to know about physiology. It's not where you went to theater classes. It's a different concept of wrestling.
No turnbuckle smashes and
no
back breakers or...
not the days of Mad Dog Vachon.
How about the claw?
The claw.
I tell my grandson, I can't control the claw.
Yeah, it's a different thing. This is a true traditional athletic activity. And it's amazing people of all sizes can be part of that. So, looks like we have the Forest Lake Marching Band coming up next. So we have the Forest Lake Marching Band.
Yes, the Forest Lake Marching Band, just to our north, a proud tradition since 1928. And a summer parade band featuring over 120 students from grades 7 through 12 at Forest Lake Area Middle School and Forest Lake Area High School in Forest Lake. Under the direction of Jake Matheson and Katie Dubois, the band carries on its rich legacy, performing at local parades and events throughout the summer, showcasing school spirit and musical excellence.
Yeah, let's listen. They are always so impressive. They're here every year. They do a lot of dedication to hit the parades.
And thanks for helping me out there. I don't know how I flipped the wrong page, but let's listen to them instead of me.
Yeah. Not one of them dropped it during the twirling.
Impressive.
Oh my Lord, that's amazing. They tried to teach me music once. They finally went to the triangle, and I think they even gave up on that. So I am always in awe when I see this.
You're ahead of me. I can play Bloody Knuckles on the piano, and that's about it.
I am always just mesmerized by that ability to speak a true foreign language. But now we go from the Forest Lake Marching Band to our local medicine chest pharmacy, right heart of downtown White Bear Lake since 1931, one of the city's oldest retail businesses. We all know Medicine Chest Pharmacy. Owners and staff serve this community, of course, top-notch customer service and patient care. But what some people don't know is it also has that nickname, the Polar Bear Store, because on the float you will see the concrete polar bears. Yes, everybody lives in White Bear Lake, White Bear Township, needs a polar bear in their lawn to show their pride, and this is where you can get them. They have a wide variety of other merchandise, though, apparel, souvenirs, gifts. Stop by sometime. It's not just the medicine shop. It is everything to be a bear in White Bear Lake.
Behind them is White Bear Heating and Cooling. Hey, are you guys open this weekend? It's going to be 90s. It's open tomorrow, he says. Okay, it's going to be busy. At White Bear Heating and Cooling, call them for your AC and heating needs. Of course,
Yes.
we're not thinking of heating right now.
Yeah, I mean, they I'm sure do all heating, ventilation, and air conditioning, but I do think there is an emphasis on the cooling and air conditioning part today.
If you haven't heard, it's going to be like in the mid-90s tomorrow.
Yes,
so.
and I'm going to be outside the whole day, but you and I, we share Italian blood, so that's comfort to us, at least to me.
Yeah,
I've never been too hot.
Yeah, don't let the last name Watson fool you. My mother's last name was Ponicello. So.
Exactly. So anything between 60 and 100 is just comfort zone to me. I'm fine with it. So, but next we have local Scouting America packs, troops, and crews. Yes, now Scouting, remember, this helps youth in your community reach full potential, provides opportunities to grow in the areas of service, also character development, leadership, citizenship training, and personal fitness. Kindergarten through graduation, beyond. In Scouts, you learn new skills, you experience new places, and you make lifelong friendships. You can learn more about Scouting by visiting www.scouting.org. That is just simply scouting.org. And you can find out where you may fit in to making lifelong friendships and relationships and lifelong skills.
Were you a scout?
I was not a scout. It involved going outside and touching dirt. And I am 69 and have never slept outside of a building, so it wasn't my thing. Now, my brother and cousin, they were more into that sort of thing than I was. So
I'm camping next weekend. Maybe I should run down there and get some few tips there.
yeah, it's fine. Yeah, I mean, there's amazing skill to learn, but I definitely have always believed in roofs and beds for my sleeping.
Come on, doesn't that tent look appetizing?
Yes, I know. No, as my dad always said, if we all had the same interest, it'd be a boring world. So he's very proud of the fact that he always justified me being his son by I had different interests because he knew he was totally different than his father, and that's the magic. We in this parade have something for everyone, but not everybody has to do everything.
And of course, here's
Carboni's Pizza.
well, it's a little combo. Looks like also the White Bear Area Chamber of Commerce.
Oh, yes.
They have been serving the Northwest Metro since 1923, proudly striking businesses through advocacy, networking, and education for over 100 years.
Yeah, so the Chamber of Commerce is now coming together with Carboni's Pizza and Pub, which of course is one of the proud members of the Chamber of Commerce. It's a locally owned family business right there at 1350 Highway 96. You can see it all the time. Carboni's Pizza, best pizza, happy hour. And now they serve breakfast every Saturday and Sunday. And I actually was there for Mother's Day, and it was a wonderful buffet. So Carboni's, our local neighbors, are doing more and more all the time. Remember Carboni's on Highway 96.
And of course, White Bear Lake Area Realty. Wait, no.
Edina.
Edina Realty, White Bear Lake. Sorry about that.
Inverse the order.
I'm in trouble.
That's all in their name.
Edina Realty, of course, they give away the house.
The Great Playhouse,
The
yes.
Great Playhouse for the kids. They help you move forward. It's the 17th annual Great Playhouse giveaway. Edina Realty White Bear Lake is back and proud to bring you one of their favorite community traditions. As the area's #1 home selling experts, they're still not just a passionate, they are not just passionate about real estate, they're passionate about this community. tiny houses are still making big waves, and once again, you have a chance to win one of your own. A custom-built playhouse, perfect for backyard adventures. Reach out to your favorite Edina Realty group or stop by Edina Realty office at Highway 61 and 4th Street by Tuesday, June 24th to enter the 17th annual Great Playhouse Giveaway.
If you have children of a certain age, they're going to make you do this, so do it, and you'll learn a lot about local real estate. But next we have Revive Salon and Med Spa. If you want to look and feel your best, they offer everything from the stylish hair services to a luxurious spa treatments. They even have advanced aesthetic services like Botox, laser therapy. They have it all. They have a team of experts dedicated to personalized care for whatever fits best for you. Revive is your go-to spot for beauty and wellness. So visit them to refresh, rejuvenate, and revive your glow. Remember the old saying, if you look good, you will feel good. If you feel good, hopefully you will be good.
And they're located right here downtown White Bear Lake on 4th Street, right next to Abbott. So
oh, yes, I
check
see
them
them
out.
over there. Yep. Yeah, so, maybe that's the gift to give somebody who has everything is a visit to our great neighbors there at Revive Salon and Med Spa.
And, of course, Teacher of the Year. White Bear Lake Area Educators Teacher of the Year, Mariner Middle School. It's kind of odd to say that since we changed our schools.
I know, you got to
names.
get used to the name Mariner
Middle School Language Arts Teacher Carla Triggs was named White Bear Lake Area Educators 2025 Teacher of the Year. Congratulations.
The ultimate heroes of our world, the teachers. That's our future's in your hands. Thank you so very, very much. Truly the everyday heroes. Greatly appreciated. Now we have the Bear Boating of White Bear Lake coming up next. Now, what Bear Boating is actually they're out of order.
This is Swell.
Swell.
And check out that boat.
I saw a boat and I did the wrong thing.
They're also Market Fest Vendor. If you want to check them out, stop by 4th Street in Banning, and you can take an up-close look at that boat. Of course, they're located here in White Bear Lake. Swell Wake Surf is your go-to local expert for all things water sports. They craft an extensive range of boating and water sports equipment designed to enhance your experiences on the water and make every moment perfect. Of course, check them out. Come down 4th and Banning on Market Fest nights, and you can get a nice close look at that boat as well.
Yeah, I see boats and I think of all the different boating traditions here in our beautiful lakes. But next year we have Bear Roofing and Exteriors, a local company very well established in Twin Cities and the surrounding area. Reputation for quality craftsmanship and customer service. Serves many communities, residential and commercial. And they take pride in their jobs, want the customers to have that sense of pride in their home. They do roofing, they do siding, windows, gutters. It's big enough to handle any job, small enough to care, so call them for a free estimate anytime. Bear Roofing.
And here's a great community thing. It's Bear Care Clinic. Give it up for them.
Yay,
Bear Care. For keeping our kids healthy in school. Located right inside White Bear Lake Area High School, Bear Care provides no-cost health care services to all kids in the district. Does your high schooler need a sports physical? Does your kiddo need school vaccines? Got a sore throat, pink eye, or a lingering cough? Bear Care has you covered. All children are welcome regardless of insurance status, and it's not just physical health. Bear Care also offers mental health counseling and nutritional education for all kids of all ages. Their goal to keep students healthy, learning in the classroom. Search for the Bear Care Clinic online and schedule and visit them while they are open during the late summer and school year. Let's hear it for the Bear Care Clinic, a school-based health center caring for the community.
And next we have together Redeemer Lutheran Church, Parkview United Church of Christ, White Bear United Methodist Church, and St. John in the Wilderness Episcopal Church. These congregations are united in their shared commitment to being open and affirming to all, joyfully welcoming all sexual orientations, gender identities, or gender expressions. Black, Indigenous, people of color, BIPOC, all the people who have been historically marginalized in the church and society fully participate with everyone who hasn't been in the life of the church. Stand together for love, justice, and radical hospitality. Show that faith and inclusion go hand in hand. Give a warm cheer to churches living out the message that all are beloved, all are welcome, all belong. With servitude of our brothers, you do unto me. Thank you to the group of churches.
JP, now that you're retired, I think I have a perfect retirement job for you. North Star Bus Lines, yes.
Yes, I don't know. My wife comments on my driving. I'm not sure they want me. Tell me about it.
Well, family comes first, and our drivers are part of the family. We're on the hunt for local superheroes, JP, ready to safely shuttle students to and from school. Don't worry, we'll hook you up with training and even pay for your CDL, Class B, with the school bus and passenger endorsements. If you need it, enjoy flexible schedules, sweet weekly pay, and a fabulous sign-on bonus. We're also on the lookout for van drivers, paras, mechanics, North Star Bus Lines, and American Student Transportation has been walking the family-owned vibe since 1963. To apply, text driver to 484848 or check us out at schoolbus.jobs.
Well, that's great for some people. And now we have the United Marching Band. It incorporates students from all of District 622's secondary schools. It includes grade 7 through 11. They're united in one marching band from all those schools under the direction of Lori Bernstrom, Aaron Hammerman, John Pavolny, and Emily Bunnell. Thank you much for being together and providing our music.
Now you're retired once again. Keep on bringing that up. But Premier Banks, a perfect place to deposit all that cash you made.
Yeah, the cash you earn in retirement.
Yes.
I think is taking it out for my grandkids.
Well, Premier Banks is your choice. Premier Bank is your friendly neighborhood bank serving our community for over 50 years. We are located in the heart of downtown White Bear Lake and are ready to assist your financial needs. Are they throwing us money?
They literally threw us a dollar bill as a bribe to say nice things about them.
Thank you to your local valued clients. Premier Bank is grateful building businesses and communities from one generation to the next.
And I noticed the truck is being driven by the president of the bank himself, Doug Schulte. So you get to deal with everybody at every level at that bank. And now we come to another local organization, the White Bear Foot and Ankle Clinic. It's your local clinic for any and all your surgical and non-surgical, podiatric, and lower extremity needs. I know that you mostly are talking about young people with injuries and old people wearing out. I was never athletic in my youth, so I guess they're going for where I'm wearing out now. Thank you, White Bear Foot and Ankle Clinic.
Hey there, White Bear Lake. Let's make some noise for our incredible White Bear Lake Bears football team and coaching staff. Let's hear it.
Yay, there they are. And my granddaughter Polly is out there for her girls flag football group, along with all these other football organizations.
The official season kicks off August 11th, 2025, and we're excited for what's ahead. We're also joined today by the talented White Bear Lake girls gymnastics team. This year, they'll be training in a brand new gym at the District Center at Sunrise Park under the direction of their new head coach, Sarah Christ. Let's give them a big round of applause. And we can't forget our future Bears. Joining us are players from our White Bear Lake Community Services Youth Flag Football Program. You said your grandson's in there? Your granddaughter?
My granddaughter's in the flag football group.
All
Polly's
right.
out there.
Excellent. Over 500 kids are part of this awesome program. Kindergarten through 5th grade teams play in the fall, and starting in spring 2025, middle schoolers in grades 6 to 8 will have their own spring league. The co-ed teams are open to both boys and girls. Let's hear it once again for them.
Hey, they're great athletes, and Polly's out there playing the thing. There's something for everyone. But now we have Sand Law. They are personal injury lawyers in town, and of course, they're here every year with us, and they have that beautiful 1974 Cadillac Eldorado convertible, which, being a car collector, this is one of the high points of the parade for me, is that wonderful car. So thank you, Sandlaw, for showing off one of the great cars of all times. I actually have a 70 Cadillac convertible, but they have the Eldorado.
And there's the Eldorado on your screen right now. Hey, JP, what color is your car?
Mine is jade green. We call it the Jade Princess, which means JP is owned by JP.
And when can I see that?
At the Market Fest, about half of them, I'm able to bring it here. I was there yesterday with it. We have a classic car show during Market Fest every Thursday night. I won't be there next week, but I'll be there for most of them.
All right, I'm not going to try to say what's written on there.
Yeah,
I messed that up.
Yep, no,
Bilingual Child Care and Education Center is the Twin Cities' premier Spanish immersion early learning community with 2 locations. One in Roseville and Montemita, where children thrive and parents connect. The mission of the centers is to support families who wish to raise bilingual and culturally inclusive children and prepare them for lifelong success. They partner with families to raise confident, kind, smart, bilingual kids. In 2025, the center is celebrating 15 years of excellence in Spanish immersion and early learning.
And next is the Manitou Ridge Golf Course. We see a couple of the golf carts there. They're passing out things to the kids. What they have is the next hole-in-one entry that's sure to impress, representing the Manitou Ridge Golf Course. The float brings the golf course straight to the parade route. Whether you're a seasoned pro just starting out, Manitou Ridge offers something for everyone. Be sure to visit them for a swing and a smile. And don't miss the enthusiastic team waving to us. They're here to remind us that a day at the golf course is a day well spent. So thank you, Manitou Ridge Golf Course, bringing the spirit of the game to our parade. Let's give them a round of applause. Thank you.
And on your screen now is the White Bear Lake Area Education Foundation. They support education in White Bear Lake area schools through awarded classroom teaching grants, professional development fellowships for teachers, classroom art grants, bear grants, and student scholarships. The foundation also supports district curriculum initiatives. The Angel Fund was established by the foundation to support basic everyday needs of the students and families in the White Bear Lake Area School District. All donations made to the Angel Fund benefit families in need in the district. Also provide support for the Closet, which is an extension of the Angel Fund. The foundation's mission is to enhance the school district's ability to provide excellence in education for all students. The foundation's fundraising efforts include its annual golf tournament, a year legacy fundraising appeal, as well as the Holiday Angels program.
So great things they're doing there for our community. And now the Urban Dance Productions are showing off for us. It's a boutique-style dance studio, proud family-owned business here for 10 years. They're a 3-time national championship dance studio, multiple accolades, including but not limited to. They do choreography, costume, sportsmanship, performance awards, multiple competitions nationwide. Urban Dance Productions, completely located right off County Road E, next door to Flips Gymnastics in White Bear Lake. They service dancers from 18 months to 18 years and even beyond. For recreational classes, competitive lines, as well as community open classes, there's a dance class and home base for you and your dancer. Visit them online, www.urbandanceproductions.com. For summer program registration, dance camps, industry work, choreographers and dancers around the nation, interactive character princess camps from their friends at Storybook Entertainment, technique classes, recreational classes, much more. Can't wait to dance. Anything you want in the dance world, you go to them. Urban Dance Productions. Oof.
Yes.
It is exhausting to just watch them.
Up behind them is South Shore Trinity Lutheran Church, located in White Bear Lake. They'll be hosting True North for Vacation Bible School from August 4th to August 8th, 2025. True North will take children of all ages to the enchanting North Country and learn how to trust Jesus in a wild world. Registration is open. See you there. They're located right across from Bel Air Beach, corner of South Shore and Bel Air.
Well, they're well named at South Shore because they're right there on the south shore of the lake, easy to find, right on the corner. So yeah, South Shore Trinity. Looks like oh yeah, there it is. I was looking for Tactical Escape 101. It's escape room in Maplewood Mall. I've seen that there. They have 3 adventures for player groups of 6 or 12 or 16 with company like Fish. They've got Rattlesnake Saloon. They have Gulliver's Travels. You try to escape from all that, or maybe you won't. A small company with 4 other locations in Wisconsin. You can book online for special discounts for military, for veterans, for first responders. There's your new entertainment for that next special event, Tactical Escape 101.
And of course, Maplewood Mall is where they're located. And if you haven't been to Maplewood Mall lately, you haven't been to Maplewood Mall lately, because it's incredible what they've done inside there.
Whole new concept, a lot of different things, not shopping just as much as other things. So yeah.
Up behind them is the Local Republicans. The Local Republicans is a community-based organization dedicated to improving the quality of our state and local government, building a common sense coalition through civic service, including park cleanup, seasonal children's activities, supporting local charities, and serving our senior community. And you can check them out at Market Fest as well.
Yes, we have a lot of the candidates coming through with all that group.
Right, and Senate District 36 Republicans are coming through here as well. Patty Bradway.
Yeah.
Oh, we can't see her name. There it is. Thank you, Patty.
All right, and looks like they have multiple units here. And after them, we have North Lakes Academy marching. And with North Lakes Academy, they serve Forest Lake and surrounding areas since 1999. which I realize now is 26 years, although it seems like a week ago Thursday to me. But yes, for over a quarter of a century, North Lakes Academy provides professionalized learning environment designed to meet a wide variety of academic needs, strong core subjects, and a full complement of liberal arts courses. North Lakes Academy provides quality learning in a responsive learning environment. And they're also doing music. So let's listen. Well, I was amazed. More of that music where I couldn't play the triangle.
Oh, yeah, I was not musically gifted as well.
But everybody has different things they offer and different interests, and that's what the parade is, to be a little bit of everything. So what do we have next?
The Franzen Bank and Trust. You can see them handing out candy. At Franzen Bank, we do more than provide financial services. We build relationships that support your goals. As a trusted community bank, we offer personal and business banking solutions with the local decision-making, personalized service, and financial expertise you deserve. Whether you need a business loan, treasury management solutions, or personal banking services, our team is here to help. We take the time to understand your unique needs and offer customized solutions to help you grow. Whether you're an entrepreneur expanding your company or a family planning for the future, our deep roots in the communities we serve drive us to in local businesses and individuals with innovative technology, expert guidance, and a commitment to service. We make banking simple, convenient. That's at Franzen Bank. You're more than a customer, you're a valued partner. Let's grow together.
And next we have Frazzati Catholic Academy. I see Father Island out there carrying the sign along with the other volunteers, because Frazzati Catholic Academy committed to educating and inspiring students from preschool through 8th grade. They partner with families to educate children according to the Catholic worldview, prepare them to open themselves more and more to reality, and to form in themselves a clear idea of the meaning of life. Lay Catholics in schools, witnesses to faith. Remember, there was St. Mary of the Lake Catholic School. There was St. Pius Catholic School. It all merged together a decade ago to be united as Frazzati Catholic Academy.
Located right across from City Hall.
You got it, yes, right here, right in our old our old center of the creation of White Bear Lake area. Long history of educating and inspiring students under different names.
I know it's hard not to get excited right now. You know, we're in the middle of summer. I think summer just started. We're talking St. Paul Winter Carnival right now. The St. Paul Winter Carnival royal family reigns over the historic St. Paul and King Boreas. Queen Aurora, Prime Minister, Brothers of Boreas, Titan, Euros, Zephyrius, and Notos, and each brother is accompanied by a lovely princess and Klondike cakes. A lady of song and merit.
And look
the
at
royal
that.
family is protected by the Royal Guards.
And there's John Harrington, former St. Paul Police Chief, former Police Chief of the Transit Police, former Commissioner of Public Safety, former State Senator, the only job he didn't like, and he's now providing safety to everybody up there. Thank you, John. The chief of everything. But we also continue with our theme, though, because beyond them, they've got their princesses and all, but now we've got the East Wind is coming up too as part of this, which of course is all part of the Winter Carnival. The East Wind, this participates on the Genie bus. They are coming. They have former princesses of the East Winds for the St. Paul Winter Carnival and their wives, so the princes and their wives, former East Wind princesses and East Wind guards. East Wind organization is the oldest wind group, known for being mystical, mysterious, majestic, and mischievous.
And what you see right now is the St. Paul Vulcans.
Oh, Lord, yes, all part of the Winter Carnival.
Have you ever been marked by the Vulcans?
I think once, about 30 years ago. Yes, I was.
Yeah, I never have, and that's okay. But it looks like some kids are getting marked, so
yes.
They ask you first, so they're very polite about it.
Well, it's something to be fun, not scary.
Right.
Like anything, what that definition is evolves over time, but that's how we learn respect and all. And They have evolved wonderfully over time to still bring happiness and celebration to people. And all of the volunteer time in the Klondike Kates with voices that are bigger than White Bear Lake, and they don't need these microphones.
Yep,
so
we see
thank
them on the
much.
screen right now.
Yeah.
They're part of the East Winds float, so.
Yeah, it's the East Wind there, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. The Klondike Kate group was the alumnus there with the East Winds. I got you.
Yeah, and behind them is Flips Gymnastics. They've been serving White Bear Lake area for 30-plus years. Flips offers a wide variety of programs and classes for girls and boys 18 months and old. We offer preschool, school-age ninja, which my grandson just did. He loved it. Yeah. Shout out to Flips for doing a great job with him.
Good.
And register is ongoing. They're right located just a little bit south of Conning Road E and Highland, right here in White Bear Lake. They do a great job. My grandson, 4 years old.
Yeah. You got to burn that energy at that age, and I'm glad they're learning these skills while burning up the energy rather than just breaking things.
And some of those little girls, what they can do on the bars, and it's incredible.
Yeah, joints where you don't think people can have them. And next after that, we've got another great local business, Manley Gardening, that team of trusted experts for garden design, installation, and maintenance. They do stunning landscapes that thrive. They do pollinator-friendly gardens for that peaceful backyard retreat. They also now offer ponds, fountain installation, plus the maintenance on that. Transform your space with tranquil water feature, expertly installed, maintained by their trained team. They bring Manley Gardening brings beauty and sustainability to your backyard. You can find them online or just stop by more to learn. This isn't just taking care of your lawn, it's making a special space for your outdoor space.
JP, do you have an ash tree in your yard?
I did.
Yeah.
It was not one of the survivors.
Well, I still have one, and it needs to be cut down. I think I might be calling Birch Tree Care, which you see in front of us right now.
Oh, yep.
Birch Tree Care is celebrating 10 years of service in the greater Twin City metro area. Of course, the ash borer has just devastated the White Bear area, and St. Paul and Minneapolis. And
I had quite a few, but then 33 years ago when I planted them, I somehow didn't guess how large they would get and be bumping into each other, so there was a need for thinning.
Yeah, a lot of people make that mistake. They look so cute when they're small.
I know, yeah. But
just like puppies.
I know. Well, next we have Ancona Title and Escrow. Yes, they are a very proud local company. They're here. For all your real estate closing services, the title insurance services, anything that's in escrow, all that business stuff you don't want to have to deal with that purchase refinance of commercial or new construction transactions, they take care of it all for you. They're headquartered in White Bear Lake, but they have 9 additional locations throughout the metro and up to St. Cloud. So they started local. They're getting big. Ancona Title. For more information, just check anconatitle.com. Yes, I know Ancona Title well. And again, it's the thing you don't want to have to deal with. They take care of it all for you. So thank you to Ancona.
All right, Boogie for Jesus.
Oh,
Boogie for Jesus. I was kind of wondering, where is this? Oh, there he is. Boogie for Jesus, a group dance ministry that tries to create a party atmosphere wherever they perform. Its feature performer and founder is a rapper named Lorvin. Through the use of his 4 characters of the charismatic, the Godinator, the Entertainer, and the God's Pitbull, he has probably entertained over 3 million people over 250 parades. The Minnesota State Fair, Soonshine Music Festival, along with other events. He takes popular music, cleans up the lyrics, and then has given over 30 songs and a great message for parades. He uses a convertible car with a strobe light. To find out more, go to boogieforjesus.com.
Yep. Quite the amplifiers in that car there.
And there he is,
well, very impressive, all that energy. Well, next we have the Senate District 36 DFL, the Democratic Farmer Labor Organization, right here in our community. This local group of Democrats is all about taking action, building community, making sustainable change happen. Whether it's fighting for families, expanding access to affordable health care, whether it's standing up for personal freedoms, building a fairer economy, Senate District 36 DFL works to elect and support leaders who share our values. You're invited to join them in safeguarding democracy, protecting our planet for future generations. we thank these local volunteers giving their time and effort to build the better world through the DFL.
Behind them is the White Bear Lake Ultimate Frisbee. White Bear Lake Ultimate Frisbee just wrapped up another successful season. Both boys and girl teams were runner-ups in the conference finals. Ultimate Frisbee runs through spring and fall for grades 6 through 12. Check out WBLultimate.org for more details. And I see them all the time practicing and playing at the old Sunrise Middle School.
Oh yeah, it's truly just fun, and you don't realize how much till you're there. And next we have Montgomery Law. Yes, it's Montgomery Law has the office located right here in downtown White Bear Lake, with 15 years of experience, offers criminal defense services throughout the state, serves all Minnesota counties. So right here, a local lawyer right in downtown, the old-fashioned way for the practice of law. So we have our own local person here at Montgomery Law, your neighbor for your legal needs.
Now, JP, I've never needed a criminal lawyer, but I know nothing about you. Have you ever had that need?
Very little. I spent 32 years as an assistant attorney general for the state of Minnesota, but mostly that meant I was representing state colleges and universities.
Well,
so if you want clients who may not always take advice, have college presidents as your clients.
Yeah, well, some people may have thought my weather forecasts were criminal, but
I understand.
They never came after me.
I can understand that people have wanted to sue you for your weather forecast in your business, but I have a pretty good defense about you don't blame the messenger.
Well, thank you. What you're seeing on your screen right now is it's 2025, and the Midwest Ski Otters are back on the water for their 30th anniversary season and ready to bring you the best in-show ski entertainment with our fully costume narrated story acted out on stage and water. This summer we continue the story of our Otter Time Fitness Gym with a twist. We'll pick up where we left off last year, but don't worry. If this is your first visit, we'll get you up to speed. Under the ownership of Jerry, our stern but beloved manager, Julie, his capable associate, and Skeeter, his bumbling apprentice. Oh, that poor guy. Anyway, Otter Time Fitness has catapulted into a huge success. Our unique on-the-water fitness center is bursting with members. So many, in fact, that the team needs to come up with a new strategy to support continued growth. With Jerry's bold and cutting-edge plan to take Otter Time Fitness global, find success despite Skeeter's harebrained schemes. Join us this summer to find out barefooting, water ballet, pyramids, jumping, and much more for the entire family. Every Sunday at 6 p.m., and it's free. Special 30-year reunion show on Sunday, August 24th at 3 p.m. And they perform right there on Goose Lake between, just south of downtown, north of Cedar Avenue.
Yeah.
No, north of County Road F.
Yeah.
North of County Road F and south of White Bear Avenue, kind of that Kowalski area.
Yes, in that area there, and it's amazing. The pyramids and all, it's just overwhelming. I mean, it's like Esther Williams' movie come to life here. And next we have, that's an old reference for people, we have Chicago Lakes High School Wildcat Marching Band, students from 7th through 12th grade, representing the communities of Lindstrom, Chisago City, Center City, Schaefer, and Taylor's Falls. Chisago Lakes Music Department has students performing in public over 100 times throughout the year, every month, every year. They take their music out for all of us to appreciate it. They're proud to perform AFT by Rosé and Bruno Mars, I Got You by James Brown, Tank, Cowboy Bebop, Wildcat Marching Band instructed by Joe DeLisi and Steve Bowl, assisted by Max Jones and Grace Toma. The Color Guard instructed by Marissa Rosso. The drum majors are Adam Kornowski and Cheney Evans. Let's listen to this.
from music to serenity.
Yes.
Serenity.
I say something for everyone here.
I always think of the Seinfeld episode, Serenity Now. Anyway, Serenity Senior Care White Bear Lake is a 24-hour skilled nursing care facility which includes our transitional care unit, long-term care, and assisted living. We offer in-house speech, occupational, and physical therapy, short-term rehabilitation, social services, pastoral care, a wellness program, and culinary services. We are a community of older adults living safely in a company of each other.
And there's King Tom and Queen Bev of Serenity in the red Ford Mustang convertible. So they even have royalty at Serenity. And now, in case something goes wrong in your current home,
Yep,
ServPro.
Say like a big storm hits.
Exactly, which any day, right?
Yeah, these are the guys to call.
You got it, ServPro, Team Short.
ServPro.
Yeah.
Yep. Is your premier answer
for cleanup and restoration. We offer comprehensive residential and commercial services, they say at ServPro. They specialize in storm, fire, water damage restoration, mold remediation, pathogen and biohazard cleaning, and more. As deep as it goes, they will go in there. They're here and available, of course, 24/7. Everything from damage assessment to full reconstruction. Everyone at ServPro Team, the ServPro Team Short is what it's called. We wish all, they wanted to send the message that they want to say, we wish all the White Bear Lake teams the best of luck, go Bears. And they want to say, for help in your time of need, call Team Short at ServPro 651-383-6313. So ServPro Team Short.
Right, don't let the name fool you. Maple Tree, they're not there to cut down your ash tree, but they're there to work on your teeth.
On your kids.
Oh, on your kids.
On your kids, yeah.
But it's they're kids' teeth.
Yeah, on your teeth. On your kids' teeth.
Maple Tree Pediatric Dentistry provides gentle encouragement and a fun, child-friendly atmosphere that ensures a fun and relaxing visit for patients. Of course, for kids. Kids' teeth.
Yeah.
Not your tree.
Yes, I was telling my granddaughter about she should be careful about certain eating or habits because she would get cavities. She says, it doesn't hurt that much. And I'm saying, children have changed since I was young.
They've never seen that big Novocaine needle.
Was that?
They haven't seen that big Novocaine needle.
Oh, yeah, well.
So you may think different.
I think my granddaughter just is tough about everything,
okay.
I think. But they are so much better now than they used to be in terms of that. Okay, thank you. And so healthy eating is their theme. And speaking of eating, Preferred Kitchens is coming along here with very healthy things. Now, Preferred Kitchens, it's your local source for that top-notch kitchen, bathroom, and interior remodeling. Yeah, so you may have seen the sign. So, that is a part of the house that needs to be updated. Go check out the newly remodeled showroom. Okay, and it looks like we have the White Bear Lake Sailing School next. That historic boat you're seeing there is proudly owned and operated by Steve Johnson of the Bel Air area, White Bear Township, Minnesota. That was originally built in 1963, been restored and offered to the White Bear Lake Historical Society. The Sea Scow is 20-foot flat-bottomed racing sailboat designed for speed and performance on inland lakes, cat-rigged with single large mainsail, fast, stable, typically screwed by 2 or 3 sailors, popular in the Midwest, favorite for competitive one-design fleets. The boat's sponsored by White Bear Sailing School. Sailing School have a variety of camps, sailing experience for all ages. Hope to join us this summer. So yes, you want to learn to sail, the Sailing School.
And we all recognize that White Bear you see on the screen. That's the White Bear Mitsubishi Bear, where you can find a car that you will love. You would love to drive their cars. White Bear Lake Mitsubishi. And if you got a car to sell, Bear buys it. Visit us at White Bear Mitsubishi right off of Highway 61 in White Bear Lake. Happy Manitou days.
You got it. That's great. And right after we have the car, you can take a drive to the great Texas Roadhouse in Woodbury. Yep, they're coming up here because it's worth the trip to Woodbury. They have their mascot, Andy Armadillo, accompanied by best friends from Texas Roadhouse in Woodbury. Now, that is a true Southern barbecue concept to have an armadillo as your mascot at the Texas Roadhouse. But my son used to be in the barbecue business, and he checks them all out. And I do believe he's made some very fine comments about the Texas Roadhouse version of barbecue, because there's so many versions. They're all great.
JP, I think I just saw a couple of gorillas driving a van.
I see. Anything can happen in the Manitou Days Parade.
Look at the TV. It is a couple gorillas driving a van.
And why would that be?
Well, make way for a gorilla dumpster. Proudly locally owned and operated, Gorilla Dumpster Bag is your go-to solution for all things cleanup. Perfect for DIY projects, move-ins, or junk removal. I need them. Each bag includes a patented stand for safe, easy loading. We handle delivery, pickup, and disposal, all for less than the other guys. Call 1-844-BIG BAGS to get your bag today.
I've seen them out there, and they do take up a lot less space than other things, so it's really worth checking out when we have to do that thinning. And now we have the Mon College Prep Academy Marching Warriors. Founded in 2004, mission to provide the best integrated, challenging, and well-rounded educational experience to students from grades K through 12. Today, the Mon College Preparatory Academy serves over 2,600 students across those grades, provides the tools needed to succeed beyond high school. The HCPA, Mon College Prep Academy, Marching Warriors made up of the students in grades 6 through 12. From first-year band students to recently graduated seniors, that Marching Warriors are thrilled to be stepping into their 5th year of parade marching. Looking forward to joining the growing community of the Minnesota marching bands, presenting their 2025 show, Rhythm District, featuring music by Bruno Mars under the direction of drum majors Jason Kang and Kayleen Fong. The HCPA Marching Warriors, Mon College Prep Academy.
Leading the way for a Relay for Life is the Ghostbusters. Lions and tigers and white bears, oh my. Yes, this year's Relay for Life theme is There's No Place Like Hope. And you're all invited to attend on Friday, July 25th from 3 p.m. to 10 p.m. at White Bear Lake area North Campus, as people remember. Celebrate and fight back against cancer. So that's at the new White Bear Lake Area High School, formerly known as North Campus.
You got it. History marches on. But the beautiful new North Campus. And next, we have the White Bear Youth and Girls High School Lacrosse. Give a big round of applause for lacrosse. This represents both the amazing boys and girls, youth and high school teams. Athletes are proud to wear their Bear pride. From the youngest players just starting out to those high school leaders, they're not only learning strong lacrosse skills, but they're building character, teamwork, dedication, a true competitive spirit. A big shout out to the coaches, the families, all those dedicated volunteers, the Booster Club members who all support this incredible program. Let's hear it for the White Bear Lake Youth and High School Lacrosse. Strong, united, ready to score. One team, one town, one Bear family.
Whew. All right. What you see on your screen right now is the dance unit. The dance unit is a recreational and competitive dance studio located in Hugo, just to the north of White Bear, nice and close. They offer classes in tap, ballet, jazz, hip-hop, and more for ages 2 through adult. There's hope for us, JP.
Yes. Well,
visit thedanceunit.com for more information on summer and fall classes.
Yep. Experienced adult included, I suppose, would be where I would come into that at this point. But no, it's great to see all that movement.
And look, we have an adult on the stage there too.
Yeah.
There he is, right there.
Yes.
Come on, Dad, shake it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, this is good. Oh, look at all the. They just dropped a bunch of candy, and there seems to be a fight going on for that, right? Or not a fight. Everybody's working together to help rebag it.
I don't know if you've never attended a parade down here at White Bear Lake, bring a bag because you receive massive amounts of candy, suckers.
Yep.
We even received an orange.
Yep.
It was great.
And now we have Hoffman Weber Construction. So whether you've got that hail damage, you just need that fresh new look, Hoffman Weber Construction is here to help. They specialize in roofing, siding, and windows, but they make the whole process easy, start to finish, local. Now the crew is local, it's experienced, it's ready to bring your home back to life. So give a wave and let's make your curb appeal the talk of the block with Hoffman Weber Construction for your exteriors.
What you see passing now is the White Bear Lake Area High School boys and girls hockey. Come and support them this upcoming season. Of course, the girls there in pink, the boys in black.
Right.
We always produce some amazing hockey players here in White Bear.
It's our tradition.
And they're great and fun to watch.
Yeah. And here comes Mary Niklowski, candidate for mayor. As mayor, she'll focus on you, the needs of the city. Now, she has a career in services for the blind and helping veterans. She's been a coach for high school basketball. She's done service dogs for veterans, service for the blind, and she's ready to serve the people of White Bear Lake as the next mayor, Mary Niklowski, the candidate for mayor of White Bear Lake.
I don't know if you just passing now, right behind them is the White Bear Girls Lake hockey team, because we just didn't get enough the first time.
We did it out of, yeah.
No, we did it in order.
Oh.
Somehow we stuck Mary in between them.
I see.
But that's okay. We're highly paid professionals.
And Mary's group got surrounded by hockey players, which if you want to be mayor of White Bear Lake, that's going to be your future, Mary Niklowski.
You better learn how to talk hockey talk.
You got it. And as she's a basketball coach, though, not a hockey coach, but I think she'd appreciate it.
Passing us now is PAI. Celebrating 35 years in White Bear Lake, PAI supports people with disabilities, helping them live fuller and healthier lives. And they're located, I see their vans all the time on Highway 61 there, yep. Just north of all the car places.
Yeah, Auto Alley, as some people call that neighborhood. They've got a great location there, and they are making everybody in our community the opportunity to be everything that our community needs. It works for all of us to be part of what PAI's great mission. They are a major part of so much of our community. It is just wonderful to be a part of that. And now I believe we have the food shelf coming up. Yes, here we are, the White Bear Area Food Shelf. Now get ready, this is something brand new this summer. This year they're hosting their first ever beach concert right on the shores of White Bear Lake. It's called the Heartbeat for Hunger Beach Concert. It's happening on Saturday, August 2nd. So put it in your calendars for about a month and a half out, or a little under that. Saturday, August 2nd. Headlining the show is none other than Yam House, a high energy pop rock trio known for appearances on NBC's American Song Contest, selling out venues like the famous First Avenue. Going to be a night to remember. Don't miss your chance to win big. For $20, you buy a ticket for the Walzer Dream Ride raffle and be entered to win a free 2-year lease on a brand new car, courtesy of their great supporters at Walzer Chevrolet and Walzer Mazda. Raffle tickets on sale at every Market Fest. Winner will be announced at the concert on August 2. Don't have to be present to win, so grab that raffle ticket, that concert ticket, or both. Help support White Bear Area Food Shelf. Come together for music, fun, and the great cause, because never more than now has the food shelf been needed.
Yeah, waving you is Matthew Schoenhaller. He's running for mayor of White Bear Lake. Our current mayor, Dan Losmet, is retiring from being mayor, moving on, and Matthew is running for mayor. Matthew is committed to continuing the tradition of public service while engaging in the next generation of families in our community. As a lifelong resident and full-time school employee, he believes deeply in the power of collaboration, safety, and belonging. He will be a mayor who is available, invested, and persistent in making sure White Bear Lake thrives now and into the future. Vote Matthew for mayor in White Bear Lake.
And next, I believe we have White Bear Eye Clinic, I believe, yes, I see the glasses on the White Bear. That should be my hint, that they are right here. So yes, our local place for clinic and optical services. So let's make sure you see all the great events this summer, from the parade through Market Fest, through the great food shelf concert, through Clear Vision, by checking out White Bear Eye Clinic.
And if you have a special desire to have a fancy piece of woodwork in your home, go to Renstrom Tree Service, located right here in down White Bear Lake. Renstrom Tree Service is a local company based out of White Bear Lake. They also repurpose lumber and own Fillery Design Company right here on 4th Street. So they have these long slabs of trees that they cut up, smooth out, make into a table, make into benches, all sorts of artwork.
Everything can become beautiful through the eyes of an artist. And finally, it's Scooter Claus. Yes, we see him all over White Bear Lake all the time. Follow Scooter Claus to Memorial Beach, featuring Free and Easy Band. That's the name of it, the Free and Easy Band. Food, beverage available for purpose. So remember, after the Manitou Days Parade, go down to the beach for the big concert. And I believe that is police are now making sure everybody is safely getting through the parade. People now in the rest of the line will see it. And we want to thank everybody very much for coming out once again to the Great Manitou Days Parade. We've had a good time here. People are going to be having a good time down there. So, Frank, it's always great working with you. I really appreciate it.
Oh, no doubt. Thanks for being outstanding once again. It's great working with you. It's a beautiful night.
So we are here to say thank you all for coming. See you next year at the next parade, but we're going to see you this summer. Market Fest, concerts, events. White Bear Lake always has something going.
I'm always at Market Fest. I wear a yellow vest, so stop by, say hi to me. Find JP and his green Cadillac at the car show. So once again, have a great night.
Great. Thank you. Good night. Good work.